today we're going to be talking about the rushing mindset. Okay, so we are going to be discussing the rushing mindset in different bullet points. If you are a young person and ready to set pace for your own dreams, or if you are already at the long run of your dreams, this is very, very important for you, okay, because these are some of the factors that hinders people from reaching the destination to which they are heading to. Okay, now we are going to be discussing the rushing mindset in different bullet points so that you will be able to understand what the rushing mindset is, and then how can rushing mindset affect your dreams, and how can you be able to take control of the rushing mindset. Whether you like it or you don't, the rushing mindset is one of the things that makes a lot of people not to hit their dreamlands. Okay, so now here we go. So the first point we're going to be discussing about is letting go. Okay, letting go of the past. Some may be wondering, okay, so what does letting go of the past having to do with the rushing mindset? Okay, whether we like it or we don't like it, there are a lot of things that happen around us, and a lot of things that, a lot of decisions that we take that have one or two negative effects or positive effects on us. These are some of the things that I will want us to understand and then let go of. Okay, now back to the rushing mindset aspect. Okay, so what do I mean by letting go? Okay, now there are a lot of people that have failed in their pursuit of their career, or people that have failed in their pursuit of their dreams, simply because they look at the past and then try to give some excuses and then make themselves feel depressed. Okay, another person will say, the school I went to was a very, very, very bad school. They didn't taught us something good, and that is why I'm at this stage of my life. Okay, another person will say, my parents didn't take good care of me, and then instead of them to take me to the most expensive school in town, but rather they took me to a government school, and now these have landed me into the stage I am. So another person will say, oh, the decision I made last year, or the decision I took 10 years ago is one of the things that have been making me to lose out in this business. Okay, so there are lots and lots of things that can make someone to be regretting, and therefore it will now end up taking up your own time of thinking, you know, into the future, your own time of preparing for now, and your own time of taking up your dream at the moment. Okay, so letting go of such past will be an important point for you when you want to take good control over yourself when it comes to the rushing mindset. Okay, so let go of anything that happened in the past. It have happened, right? So you cannot change anything about that, but there's something you can be able to do about it. What? You let go of it. Once you let go of it, then you're going to be having time to think for yourself, time to plan for your future, time to correct things that have gone wrong in the past, or correct the mistakes you have made in the past, so that you don't make that same mistake in the future. Okay, so letting go of the past things is very, very, very important when it comes to the rushing mindset. Okay, don't worry, you will get to understand what rushing mindset is as we go along the line of this content. The next point we're going to be discussing is embrace the present. Okay, yeah, so when I mean embrace the present, take control of now. Okay, the present moment that we are as it is right now, that is the time the poor become the poor. The present is the moment where the great becomes the great. Okay, so now when I say this is the moment the great become the great, the poor become the poor, this is what I mean. Okay, you don't have power over your past. Okay, you cannot go back to the past and then make changes there, and neither do you have the power to go to the future and then change things. Okay, the only moment you have power over is the present. Okay, so whatever you do at the moment determines what becomes of you in the next 5 seconds of your life, in the next 5 months of your life, in the next 5 years of your life, you know, and in the next 5 decades of your life. So embracing the present is very, 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 very important. One thing that I want you to understand when it comes to embracing the present is that as unpredictable as life is, it has a way of rewarding people that try to pay the price of getting to where they want to go. Okay, I've seen people mentioning the kind of things they want to do and mentioning the place they want to become, and they become. Okay, though it never came easy, but this is something that they have told to themselves that I am going to become this, and then they take control of the present and they embrace the present, and they kept doing what they could at that present moment they found themselves, and before you knew it, they have reached that place. Okay, never feel behind. I believe you are now getting to understand what the rushing mindset is. Okay, never feel you are behind. Okay, the very moment you start feeling that you are behind the schedule, then you will be put under a pressure to rush into things that might necessarily not give you the good that you're expecting out of life. Okay, so just embrace the present and know that it is never too late for you. Rather, just take your step and then take control over the present. The third point I will want to take you through when it comes to the rushing mindset is don't compare yourself to anybody. I cannot overemphasize on this. I do tell people a lot that comparing yourself with another person is a very, very, very deadly disease. Okay, if you want the shortest path to failure or a shortest path to hatred in life, then just compare yourself with another person. Okay, and if you want to fall under the power of the Russian mindset, then just compare yourself to another person. Okay, comparing yourself to another person will never ever give you a peace of mind, and it will never ever take you anywhere in life. Okay, rather just look onto yourself, focus on yourself, get yourself mentors. You know, I've made videos on how to choose a mentor. You can go to this channel and then try to learn how to choose a mentor. When you see people succeed, celebrate with these people. But then if you want to have any guide with from those people that have gone ahead of you, reach out to them, but then celebrate them in your heart. Okay, because the Russian mindset is always looking for people that like comparing themselves to others, people that like comparing their achievements to others, people that like comparing what they have to other people. Okay, so always run away from the spirit of comparing yourself to others. Okay, lest you fall under the power of the Russian mindset. And when you fall under the power of the Russian mindset, don't feel it is something good for you. Okay, the Russian mindset is always killing a lot of young people. I've seen a lot of people that gave up on their life and gave up on their dreams and gave up on a lot of things that they could have done to change the entire generation, simply because they've compared themselves to other people and they now felt behind schedule. Before you knew it, they fell under the Russian mindset, and then they kept on rushing out on things, and you know how things tend out to become when you do it in a rush. Okay, so try to overcome the power of comparing yourself with other people. So this is the point number 3 that I want you to know when it comes to the Russian mindset. I believe you are getting closer to understanding what the Russian mindset is. Let me give you my personal opinion as to the people's progress around you, and then the people's progress in your friend cycle and rest. Okay, I honestly accept it that in the professional practice, or maybe in the surrounding, or maybe towards pursuit of dreams, definitely other people must be ahead of you, and there must be people that are behind you, and then there are other people that you are at the same pace with. Okay, and I acknowledge that fact. I celebrate their lives, because there's never gonna be a day where there will be nobody ahead of you, and there's never gonna be a day where there's nobody behind you, and there's never gonna be a day where there's nobody that is at same pace as you. Okay, the earlier you accept that fact, then the more peaceful you will become at yourself. Okay, and then you will enjoy life the more, and then you will see more reason why you need to keep on at your own pace to pursue your dreams. Now, the 4th point I will want us to be discussing on this very topic is the Russian mindset itself. Okay, that's point number 4, the Russian mindset. Having said those first 3 points, I believe you know what the Russian mindset simply means. Okay, now let me define what the Russian mindset is. Russian mindset is simply that thoughts that make someone to feel that he's left behind. Is that mindset that makes someone to feel he's behind schedule, that he needs to speed up so that he will fall within the time frame. Okay, now speeding up is not the enemy here. Okay, but the enemy here is you having that frustration that comes with, you know, pushing yourself to do harder and then fall within the time frame that is not realistic. Okay, you know, the Russian mindset have led a lot of people to begin to feel like, okay, so my friend have gone ahead, my friend is now a millionaire, my friend is now a PhD holder, that man in my environment now has a car, that person have already hit the milestone in his own dreams, and before you know it, you begin to rush yourself. Okay, what can I do? What are the things that I can be able to do? All day night you wake up, and then you begin to think through the night, and as a result of this Russian mindset, instead of you to think and then read through your materials, you know, plan for your life, try to take the right steps that you're supposed to be taking, you just find yourself just sitting down and thinking and then doing nothing, feeling frustrated, getting depressed, and at the end of the day you just give up. So that is what the Russian mindset is. Can you see how Russian mindset leads a lot of people to give up on their dreams? Can you now see how the Russian mindset make a lot of young people not willing to take steps that should push them to further their life and then to build their dreams? So the Russian mindset is a very, 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 very deadly thought. Okay, it's a very deadly thought. For the sake of some of us watching me that are passing through such situation or that are passing through the Russian mindset, let me give us a simple story of what happened. Okay, about 3 or 4 years back. Okay, a friend called me, or will I say a friend? Okay, someone just that met me online and then wanted to reach out to me, and then he was like, okay, so this is the situation I'm passing through. I'm feeling that it's too late for me to go back to school, that I am 25 years old. that's going back to the university. Okay, so I now asked him what his problem was. He was like, okay, so I have my friends that have gone to the university and they are now graduate. We were in the same secondary school with them, but before I knew it, I couldn't secure admission on time because of one reason or the other, and now my friends are graduate while I'm still behind. So I feel it's too late for me. So can you please help me out? The first question I asked him was, do you still feel you want to go to school? Like, do you want to become a graduate? How will you feel if you are a graduate of a course you want to study? It was like, it will feel great and I wish I can be able to go back to school. But the simple thing that was bothering me is what I call the rushing mindset. Okay, can you see what the rushing mindset did to him? Okay, he was already giving up on his schooling, and then he was now like, oh, this is too late for me. Okay, this is too late for me. So my friends have already graduated, and then I cannot do any other thing further. So I just have to sit down and give up. But come on, this is what I told him. There's nothing wrong with you going back to school at the age of 40. Okay, and as the earlier you understand that it's never too late for you to take up anything that you feel will be something that will make you proud in the next 10 to 15 years, then it's not too late for you to go into it. Okay, all you have to do to yourself is to take control of the first 3 points we discussed. Okay, now letting go of the past, which is number one. If you can let go of the past, then the second thing you need to tell yourself is, let me embrace the present. Okay, embrace the present. Then the third thing you need to tell yourself is, don't compare yourself with any other person. If you can master these 3 things, then the rushing mindset will never come to you. Okay, now relating this to the person that reached out to me that it's too late for him to go back to school at the age of 25. Okay, he will first of all let go of his past. Okay, I didn't go back to school on time, I didn't secure admission due to one reason or the other. Yes, it have happened, so let go of that. Okay, now the second thing he will tell himself is that now this is the present I have. Let me embrace the present. Let me just go back, lower down myself, go back to school, and then do the right thing I need to do. You know, go to classes, attend my classes, study my books, you know, embracing the present. Okay, now the third thing he will tell himself is the spirit of no comparison. Okay, let me not compare myself to another person, let me not compare myself to my friends, let me not compare myself to anybody in my community. Now if he can master the first 3 points, then he has mastered the rushing mindset. So if you are passing through this at the moment, please just take your time, go through this video again, and then try to master these first 3 points that we have discussed, and then before you know it, you have overcome the rushing mindset. The rushing mindset is never good for you, and it will never be good for you, and it will never be good for your future and your dreams. Now let me explain to you the dangers of the rushing mindset. That is point number 5 I will want us to be discussing as with regards to the rushing mindset. Okay, the rushing mindset can make you to give up on your dreams. Okay, that is number 1. The most dangerous part of it, it can make you to give up on your dreams. Number 2, it can make you to lose focus on yourself. Okay, it will always make you to focus on others. It can make you to just be looking at other people, comparing yourself with other people while you don't even do anything about your dreams. Okay, number 3, it can make you to fall under psychiatric illnesses. Okay, a lot of people have gotten into psychiatric disorders simply because of rushing mindset. Okay, and these first 3 points are some of the things that they could have prevented themselves from falling into the power under the power of the rushing mindset, but because they didn't know what the rushing mindset is, and they didn't have contact with someone that understands the powers of things that makes people to fall into such situations, and that was the end of it. Okay, so these are the major dangers of the rushing mindset, and it goes on. Okay, it can make you to feel like a failure all the time. It can make you to feel inferior to every other person in your community. There are a lot of things, the list keeps on going on. So the rushing mindset has a lot of dangers that if you can prevent it, it will be good for you. The last thing I will want to tell you with regards to the rushing mindset is just face the reality. Okay, that's our last point, and then I will want you to pay so much attention to this. Okay, forget about what have happened in the past, forget about your friends that have gone ahead of you, forget about the negativities that you've had in the past. The time is right now for you to begin your life. Okay, the time is right for you to begin your life now. To me, I feel it's never going to be a problem for me to go back all over again and start it. Okay, if it is about the course I studied that I regret, I can still go back to the university and then start all over again. If it is the direction I've taken as my own career, okay, that is making me to always regret about life, it's not too late for me to go back to that career and then switch on to the right career that I want to be taking and then take on with my own life. Okay, so it's better than regretting your life and then looking back at your past mistakes and regretting and then always feeling in a rush and then give up on your dreams. Okay, just go back to that your drawing board and then draw and design the kind of life you want to be in, and then start pursuing it slowly, and then start pursuing it with, you know, the help of your mentor. So you can go back to the videos I've made on how to choose a mentor and then stop procrastinating. Okay, I've also recorded a video about how to overcome procrastination and then start pursuing your life, and before you know it, in the next 5 to 15 years, then you are living a life that you will be very proud of yourself of doing. Okay, so I believe this video was very helpful to you. If you have anything that you are struggling with, if you have any content, or if you have anything you want me to make a video about to help you pursue your dreams, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section, because our aim here is to make you to find it right with your own dreams, such that you will be living a life that you will not regret in the past, but rather you will live a life that when you look back, you will be, wow, this is the kind of life I've built for myself, and I love what I've built for myself. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we will keep on bringing the factors and then explaining those factors that have to do with your future and your success. And then as long as you hang on to this video, you will never regret your life, but rather you will get to be in touch with the right things you need to know before it's too late for you. So see you guys in another video. Bye.